Hi everybody, it's Lee here because I started Weight Watchers, or WW is what it's called now, my Weight Watchers, about a little over a week ago. And I've lost 3.5 pounds this first week, which, yay. But it could have been better because, I'm not trying to be a perfectionist, but I did have one snack that cost me about 30 points, and I only get 26 in a day. So I had to jump into my weekly points and take a whole bunch out of there and put them over into my regular day, which I don't like to touch my weeklies. I'm just like that because I usually can do fine on my daily points. And if you're not familiar with Weight Watchers and the way it works, I'm coming up in my next video to tell you how it works, what they're doing now, freestyle stuff. There are 3 different colors of eating plan that you can choose from. So it's changed quite a bit. And if you haven't been on Weight Watchers in a long time, then it's changed a lot. And it's very easy and it's very fulfilling and satisfying. So I encourage you to keep coming back and join my channel, subscribe down there, and hit the little bell so that you'll get notifications, because I'm going to be coming at this every week or less. Sometimes I'm going to put out more than one per week. But I'm going to cover my weight loss, what I've eaten that I like, what I don't like, some full body shots to show you, but probably next time or time after I'll do a full body shot, and then we can kind of watch as I go, which I'm not looking forward to the full body shot, showing my belly and everything. It's not going to be fun. But I told you let's backpedal. I told you about the one snack that was 30 points. Let me tell you what it was. Here's why you want to plan ahead and count those points before you eat them. Okay, don't just sit down blindly and eat something and then say, okay, now I'm going to register my points, because it doesn't always work, believe me. I had a regular Coke, which I know is wrong, but I thought, well, it'll be maybe 10 points. No, it was like 15 or 19. It was a lot. And but I wanted a regular Coke because I wanted to put peanuts in the Coke. These are dry roasted peanuts. So part of me knew, I must have known that this was going to be too high, but I didn't think about how high in points this was going to be, because I didn't count the peanuts or anything ahead of time, and I ate a lot of peanuts in that Coke. I kept putting more in there to make it better, It's kind of my southern heritage that you have peanuts in regular Coke. No more. I looked and I saw what a serving of peanuts is, and it's 1 ounce. So this is an ounce of the dry roasted Planters peanuts. Okay, this is your serving, and I didn't add up the points. I'm sorry. You can easily do that whenever you join, or if you've already joined, just look up peanuts and it'll give you an idea. It's like, I think it's around 10 points or 9 or something like that, but don't quote me. But it was a lot. So here's the thing, other than planning ahead. This serving of peanuts would be good for, like, if you're eating a yogurt or a salad, you can sprinkle on top of those. This would be plenty of peanuts for that. So I'm not saying don't eat peanuts in your diet, or nuts in general, because they're good for you, and they have their place, and they have their points. So if at the end of the day you've got a lot of points left, then think about having peanuts on top of your yogurt before bed. That's fine. But don't sit there and keep putting them in a regular Coke, because that's a mistake. Let's see, what was I going to tell you? Oh, restaurants. Another thing I think I messed up with this week was restaurants. We eat out a lot, and so I think that about 80% of the time I did okay. I made sure where we went that I knew ahead of time what to order or what I could order, and then once I get there, I've been on Weight Watchers before. It worked. It really worked. When I work it, the plan works, but it's up to me to work it. But I kind of know ahead of time what I can have because there are free foods on this plan. And like grilled lean chicken is free. Fruits, vegetables are free. Anyway, there's quite a few free foods on there. So I know ahead of time. But we went to 2 restaurants this week. One was a Chinese buffet. Well, if you think about it, there are noodles, rice, fried chicken pieces that already have sweet and stuff on the outside. It was hard because I like Chinese food, and so I didn't make good choices. It was hard, and I just didn't do it. I didn't want to go and have Jello. Well, Jello even. I don't know, like Jello. Anyway, so then we went to a Mexican restaurant, and that was difficult. I knew going in that it was going to be difficult. I had a lot of points set aside for this. I had waited till the end of the day. But it was crazy because I couldn't find anything. They have grilled chicken, but it's always on top of something or in something. Like it's in an enchilada, it's in a taco, it's on some nachos. So Mexican food for me is going to have to be one of those times when I know ahead of time and I can use weekly points toward it because I was disappointed. So see, I could have done better and I could have lost probably 5 pounds this week. But I didn't watch my snacking and I wasn't as good on the tracking on the restaurants, as I could have been in choosing. I should not have had Mexican food because that's one of my triggers, it's just certain things that are my triggers, and that's one of them. Let's talk about exercise. I didn't exercise. I haven't exercised in 2 years or more. I've got kind of iffy knees, so I didn't do that. But I've got a treadmill, an elliptical machine, and a recumbent bicycle, which is the kind that you sit back in and you just pedal out front in front of you, which is easier on the knees. So I'm going to start doing that probably this afternoon or tomorrow. I'm going to start with the recumbent bike and just do as much as I can until I'm uncomfortable enough and I know that my knees hurt, which is going to be my cue. But I just want to work in exercise. You don't have to. Weight Watchers suggest wellness. It's a wellness type of plan where they want to see, all of you healthy, not just take some weight off. So that's what I want to incorporate into my life is some exercise, but I'm going to start slowly. And I'll do videos. I said write. I do a blog. It's called everydayclimb.com. Got to go there. But I'm going to work it in, and I'm going to take you along, and I'll show you my equipment and how much I can do in a day. Another thing, what was it? Oh, meetings. I want to talk about meetings. Meetings are a good thing. I don't go to meetings. I signed up for the online portion only because I've done meetings, and they are very helpful. You can get some great recipes. Sorry, I've got allergies today. You can get some great recipes. You can share some great foods, like from Sam's, certain things that are Weight Watcher friendly that other people bring in. And it's very enlightening. You get a lot of ideas, and I took a lot of notes. So the meetings are helpful, but at this point, I've been on Weight Watchers before, and it hasn't been that long ago, and I did lose some weight. When I stay with the plan works, right? But I just chose no meetings this time because I know what I weigh, and I know what I need to eat, and I pretty much know the foods that I can have. So I'm missing out a little bit on the new foods probably, and the camaraderie, which is great. You can make friends at these places, and it's nice. The last thing I wanted to cover, I found this type of apple. It's called a Cosmic Crisp apple, and it's maroon. If you notice right here, it's really dark red, and it's short and plump, like me. But I found it at my grocery store, and they were not cheap. They were $3.99 a pound, but they're the best apple I've ever had. And so I thought that I would let you guys know that if you see these, to me, they're worth the money because they're really crisp, and they're not soft inside. They're not grainy. They're very crisp and they're sweet. Really good combination. So I need to go get some more. I probably week. But hey, they're good for me, so that's what I keep telling myself. Oh, I forgot. I wanted to tell you about my water. I know they push water, and I don't go crazy over having to have a certain amount of water each day, but I tend to not drink enough. I mean, really, I don't. Some days this is all I'll have, this much or this much. It's terrible. I stay dehydrated, I think. So I've got this cute little Nalgene bottle, Nalgene, and the top of it has this great seal. There's a lock, and then there's a pop, and it's open. You can do it with one finger. After you get used to it, you can do it with one finger and take a sip. But the good thing is for when you travel, it does not spill, it doesn't leak, it doesn't do anything. Just put this lid in the top of your dishwasher. Don't put it in the bottom, because it'll break the seal or something. I've done that once. But these are less than $20 on Amazon, and they hold about 22 to 24 ounces. I can't really see it on here, but they hold quite a bit. So I just keep one with me. I put it in the car. I'll keep and that way I can keep up with what I'm drinking, and the fact it reminds me that I do need to drink. It's awful. I just don't. I don't stay hydrated, and I don't know why I don't get thirsty. Even in the summer, I tend not to drink enough. So, guys, I think that's about all I'm going to cover today. But stick with me on my channel, because I'm going to be covering week after week my weight, what I'm eating, what I'm exercising, how I'm doing, just everything. And hopefully it'll apply to you and help you out. And maybe you'll learn some new things, and we can get to know each other. And this will be great, because I look forward to any comments you have to make, any questions that you might have, because maybe I've had them and I know the answer. And if I don't, I'll look it up for you. I'll help you find an answer. So be kind in the comments. I've looked at some people's comments and I'm like, whoa, man, these people get really rude. So, not you, of course. Well, it's been fun talking to you, and I'm really looking forward to this journey. And let me know, if you need something, and I'll see if I can cover it. But each week I'm going to be covering something new, and I'm hoping to put the videos out on Wednesdays. So keep up with me, subscribe. I love you guys, and let's get this done. Bye.